screen. Yeah, like forensic, video forensic. Yeah, anybody who has 52-inch, put that video on a big screen. You will see the face, everything there. You will see that.
At the end of this matter,
and that's
we
an
all
evidence.
agree that, Papariano, at the end of it all, we all agree that something is very critical for the police to have. Telephone forensic. They ought to have it. Telephone forensic report ought to come. And by history of police, they don't always do telephone forensic. So it is the family that should insist, and it has to be done.
Yes.
But at the end of the day, people around him, even what was discussed with the nurse, who called the nurse? What did you tell the nurse before she arrived? What did you say was wrong with him? All those questions and other discussions from the telephone analysis, you will find everything out.
Yeah.
And
let's apply science. We have the science. Why are we not applying them?
Whoever broke his neck too would have taken a picture to send to their taxpayer or to their employer that the job is finally done. So the forensic will also work. So people around him, when his neck was broken, have another thing to answer. So telephone forensic or telephone analysis is extremely crucial in this matter to understand things that surround him. Everything that surrounds that guy must be done. And I don't think police are doing that. They've been told, they've heard. I know they've heard. The day we're discussing about this thing, a police officer was on this platform. And they've heard. Are they doing it? Petition has gone out. They've read the petition. Are they doing it? These are the questions. And I think this is what the family of the disease need to continue to call out. They need to call, because at the end of the day, if this matter goes to a court, to the High Court, it will be like the case that was just read. You accuse people of doing something, but you do not link them to it. No judge will sentence those people for what you were not able to establish that they committed. You might say someone died, yes.
Okay, so if I get this correctly, Mr. Aristocrat,
it will not work.
If I get this correctly, so basically there has to be if they cannot do the PI by themselves, then they need to.
I'm sorry, pronouncing it all. Okay, we have.
Private investigation.
Yeah, exactly.
They cannot do the private investigation by themselves. Then
by who? By who? Who themselves?
The family. Whoever's
they can do it. They can do it. There are a lot of private investigators. They will employ them.
So good. So if they should proceed with it, but. Yes. Also, the data forensics, which you're talking about, and the forensics on the house, the PI, can they do it on their behalf and with the government?
They can do it. Even police, before police gets anybody phone call up, you need to go to a magistrate and you get an order. It is that order that you take to the telecom communication. So a PI can get it.
Okay.
Establish it and they will get. They've done it before. PIs have done it before.
Okay, so that should be.
I don't think they need to go to court for that. You know, Nigeria.
For what? For what?
I don't think they need to go to court for that.
For what? For you to get someone's phone log, you think you can just go to any telecommunication?
No. I don't tell Big Zara, no one. People's privacy.
What are you saying?
Don't just go to privacy.
Even if you are living abroad,
that's confidential.
You need to get a court order. You must get a court order, even in abroad. Even before you arrest someone, you must get a magistrate to sign it.
That is you. You don't get someone's data now. You don't do that.
Yes, now.
Anywhere in the world. Anywhere in the world. It's okay. Let's move on. Let's move on.
Yeah, you need a court order to assess that.
I've worked with telecom.
Aristocrat, you know what? You know this about this thing, right?
Before we get those things, get court order from the magistrate.
I brought in this strategy. Let's get in private investigators, okay? And anytime I keep hammering it, like the other thing that I was told the other time that they were still trying to investigate because of trust issue, that they are investigating the private investigators. Look at you who is looking for evidence. Private investigators that we don't know before, we want to bring them in. You say you are doing some work, you are investigating them. These guys, with the way they are suspecting everybody, I'm beginning to suspect them. With the way they are suspecting everybody, I'm suspecting them. They are acting like one higher, like one professionally big guy. Ask them, are they lawyer? No. Are they doctor? No. What are you?
Hold on. It's actually, to be honest, like, yes, I don't.
They have trust issue.
Yeah, and I don't
think they are talking with the PI already.
Can I just even say something? I don't subscribe to, okay, yes, us just calling them out. And as you said, we call them, we give them such a thing, but they have to be receptive to ideas. You're coming to do, what do you call it, private autopsy after what, 8 weeks? No, what am I saying now? Yes, 6 months or 5 months, you're coming to do that. We haven't taken on board. And then you want to still stall all the processes that are involved, like getting the PI. This thing that Paparino has just read now is a clear evidence. To be honest, let's bring our fears on board. That could happen to Mohbad's case.
Yes.
That could happen to Mohbad's case. Even look at the way they're asking these weaknesses or suspects, whatever you want to call them, questions in the coroner court. It's lame. They're asking them lame questions. So what is the proof? I say, okay, and we're just relying on what Prime Boy will say. Prime Boy say, I heard, what about what that convention that he had, or what Spending says in the house? How does he nail to say, okay, this person strangled him, or this person did this? No. So as much as we do not want to, just come out and castigate or blame and all of that, Baba's legal team needs to take the advice, be receptive to it, take it on board, and act swiftly. Time is of the essence. We don't have all that luxury of time. We don't. I'm talking about Brekete. Yesterday, I was on Westos platform. It's been confirmed Brekete does not want to do a private autopsy. He wants to wait until the government own is out. So the Baba's team now is thinking, okay, we should go ahead and do ours because time is of the essence. If I'm getting that correct, anybody who was on that platform yesterday, please confirm same. That is the situation on ground. So that part of Brekete and private autopsy, he's taking the back burner. It's going on the back burner now until the government own comes out. So my own question is the time frame. Hopefully, if this works, if they say they are going to, I don't know if that paper thing they wrote there, they have gone ahead with it. But let's say they are taking the samples this week or next week or whatever. Even if it comes out late, at least the court is not going to reconvene. The criminal court is not going to convene the next 3-4 weeks. So they might need maybe 2-3 months before they convene. So
Anne, they don't have court order to take a sample. They are still in the process they have still not even submit application.
Oh God.
So they will still send application to State High Court. Those ones will give them permission to go and take sample from the body. So they are still there.
Okay, the mercy of that Paparino, if there's all these things let's just say they have 2-3 months before the criminal court comes up. So at least they have that time there to go there and bring out their own autopsy there to counter it or bring it up in the criminal court, because that's the only option. At least because we all know that criminal court will not come up immediately. It will not be corona is done next month. Criminal court is starting the next month. So at least maybe they have that leeway. I'm just thinking in my head.
Yes, they do. They still have time.
Yeah, as long as evidence. I mean, no time is too late to bring evidence.
Yes.
But you also have to look at the condition of the body. The condition of the body.
Bring it out in the criminal court. No.
Yeah, the condition of the body is also something to worry about.
You see,
and evidence are lost every day.
If these people are receptive to advice, when you advise someone, it's an advice, not an order. It's left for the person to accept. And if the person accepts, or if the person will accept, let the person accept in good time to do the right thing. Exactly. Not at the 11th hour, when the whole thing is coming, the whole house is crumbling, that is when you think of running out of the house. They've told you there is a whirlwind coming. There is an hurricane coming. You refuse to vacate your apartment. It is when the hurricane carried your neighbor's house. That is when you are now running out. It means you are caught in it now. That's what it is. Everybody get brain now.
I think you've said it all, that they are not outside seeking for justice. Like, they are not questioning the police. Why haven't they done this? Why haven't they done that? And by this time, they haven't even done the private autopsy. And I could remember that when we started all this Justice for Mohbad on TikTok, the first thing I said was they should hire the private investigator and private autopsy. And by now, it's almost 6 months. They haven't done that. Now you went to court, you're asking the judge, oh, can we do private autopsy? As in, it's just ridiculous at this point. It is ridiculous. But hopefully, now that they are here, listen, maybe they will think about it and act fast.
Papa,
Just to say this,
just to say this quickly, you see, nobody's criticizing anybody. Well, criticism, actually, you take it constructively, because if you're not criticized, there's no way you can do better, That is the reason why sometimes here we say, oh, Western world. It is from criticism. That is how they get to do better. It's not because they want to talk down on you. No. If you're not able to take a constructive criticism as your strength, then you're not ready to learn. It shouldn't be always anger when people are saying things and you're like, what are you saying? No. That is the only way you can build the strength, from criticism. So we need to take it with a pinch of salt and then strategize and take the next step forward.
Please, so that family investigation is not on board again.
Just to point out here that yesterday, Grexy on Westo's platform, we're able to get him to answer questions, just clearly, concisely, and to ensure that the information that come out are just, apt, not one story or not another story and all of that. So there's one thing, I'm trying to remember, oh my God, there's one thing he said yesterday when we asked him, I'm going to digress, about the DNA for Wunmi. He said they have just reinstated the motion for the second procedure. I'm sure you understand this. When you try the first option of serving the court order and you don't succeed, you have to go back to court. So they have gone back to court to get the second motion in process, and a date has been set. I just said, okay, whenever any platform I was going to be on, I was going to mention that, so that at least we know. And so the private autopsy one, I think I've already divulged that, what he said yesterday. And then now we're looking for funds to go ahead to run the private autopsy. So I did say yesterday, I said, listen, don't drag no Westo, no Arifa, any of that in. If they have an account, put it on every platform, announce it, and people want to contribute, can contribute for that. And that's that. So I'm not going to go further on that money thing. But talking about this autopsy thing, going back to the W0RŽT beat and all of that, I think it was just the misinformation. And this is why we were asking earlier on to say, what role is W0RŽT playing in this game? And everybody came for us that time. I remember asking that question. I remember Paparino asking that question, trying to find out what role was this man playing? Because had we heard of this, knowing that, okay, he was going to take the back, was going to go to the back burner, we would have pushed, shouted, and ensured that this private autopsy process that wants to be started now would have been started at least as early as 4 weeks earlier. Yes, the body can be there for 10 years or 20 years, but knowing the government's way of handling stuff, they are very easy and wanting to just wrap up anything. So it's not that you cannot do autopsy after, but you're going to go and reinstate the process again. It's good to make hay while the sun shines. Use the opportunity, use everything on ground and go for it. That's it. So I just wanted to point that out. They have to take responsibility for the fact that they did not communicate clearly to us the position W0RŽT was going to play as far as this issue of even the private autopsy is concerned. They did not inform us. If they had said, okay, this man was not going to play ball, we would have said, okay, fine, let's push. And anybody who wants to counter that can please go. So Baba's legal team, going forward, we're hoping, and we have tried to say it yesterday, information that come out has to be concise, clear, and apt. No biggie, oh, this, we're not sure. No, just speak clearly, be sure of what you're saying before you come out to say it. And more importantly, where help is needed, ask for it.
Paparino, please. Is it that private investigation thing, they've cancelled it now because they want to vet the person? Or because I want to get that part because I was putting my hope on that. Because I know that the police are not ready. So that is another thing that can actually help us on this case. So is it that they are saying they don't want it to they don't really
we can't hear you. What are you saying?
He said they are investigating the private investigator. And I don't know, that is so funny. Because I don't know how you are investigating someone that is a private investigator.
The last I heard about the private investigator thing was they had a meeting with the private investigator and they are supposed to meet again. So investigating a private investigator, I don't know about it. You can always do a background check on companies that want to give a service to you.
Right.
they can do it. So that is normal. But I know that they've already started to talk. That is talks already. But now that, and that was before they announced that they want to go and do autopsy in America, or toxicology in America. So maybe they will want to put everything in the same fire at the same time. I don't know. It's for them to do. Is the thing. I just hope they act right and do things strategically. So that is what matters.
Okay, was it the legal thing that had the meeting with the private investigator?
No, I don't know of any legal team. I only know of one lawyer. One person cannot be a team. It is the team around Baba that I know. And I think they were the one that, spoke with the private investigator.
Okay. My one is they shall not cancel it because that is just my own right now because I don't know what they are doing.
And Annie, sorry, regarding
everything relies with them at the end of the day. We advise, they execute. If they don't take it or they sit on it,
And that's why, maybe when we get to that time, because actually we need names now. Because if they want to start dragging us or putting us on a post, we need names so that we can be calling people out. We can't be, it is true. This thing is no longer funny. We can't be on one place, so we can't be in one place. If anybody that is the one that wants to sit on it, they should bring this thing out though, because I don't know what they have been, I don't know since. We cannot just be one place, they'll be dragging us back. There's a look now. Listen to, they said the news of Mama Mohbad saying that Mo was buried alive is already in Punch News. What if that is the result they want to bring for us from autopsy? What if that is the result they want to bring for us from autopsy? And what do we do then?
But
that's just bullshit because the hospital confirmed dead.
Yes, we know, of course.
That's the woman just dead into
hospital. How can he be buried alive? And they also want to cover diplomatics on his body. Come on.
Didn't they tell her that an hospital brought out an update? Didn't they tell her?
No, she wants to be in the news too. Papa Mohbad has been in the news all this while. Let her to enjoy the
let her trend, yeah.
And that's what she wants to do now. So in readiness for her 50th birthday, let her be in Punch.
But Annie, sorry.
Big Zara, I think what we should focus on now is about how to put everything in order so that we can move forward. Mama Mohbad saying something or not is not the next thing for us for now. So let us try to arrange ourselves and know how to move forward, because they need to do something on all these private investigators. Even before they come out, they could come out seeking for anything from the public. They should do all the necessary things and give us the update about it, that this is where we are. These are the next things we need to do. So it will be reasonable to everybody to contribute or to listen to them.
I want to talk about the money part, Annie. I'm so sorry. Someone who are going to drag me,
say anything about monetary or not. They should do some things that we are asking for, because we are still the same people they are coming to seek for all these things from. So if you listen to us,
let her express herself, then you can take it on from there.
Yeah, Annie, I'm so sorry. People will drag me, I don't care. But what I wanted to say is, all this money, since all these days, all this money people have been donating, to Justice for Mohbad's accounts. Please, can they show the accounts what they have been using it for? There's no private autopsy, there's no DNA, there's no private investigator. And what is the money? What are they using it for? And Berekete said he doesn't want to do private, doesn't want to do autopsy. He wanted to wait for the Nigerians one to come out. So
he didn't want to do it. They will do it when the Nigerian one is out.
Okay, so now why are they now asking for another money? So they want to,
because Baba
wants to do his own
now. Want to do his own now, his private one now.
Okay, so all this money that they have been donating.
Big Zara, did anybody ask money for autopsy?
They said, Annie said now that they are now.
There's an account, Papa Rhino. There's an account. So let me even try to clear up first. The first thing I heard There are 2 accounts, okay? They've got the one for Baba Mohbad. They've got the one they have for Mohbad's, this justice for Mohbad. And all of this information, I gather, is on Bukky Jesse's platform. I think he said if you click on our page, you find the account number there. So the private autopsy funding, of course, goes from justice for Mohbad. Baba Mohbad's account is if you want to give him money.
Sorry.
Yes?
This private autopsy, when did they post it? They tell me Berekete is working on the ground. Now, suddenly, why didn't they tell me then that Berekete is not going to do it?
Papa, I'm so sorry. Hold on, please. Don't be upset. Somebody in the comment section said, the information I'm passing is wrong. It's not true. Please, Black Velvet, you were there yesterday. You were on the platform.
Anyway, no, it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. No issue. To be fair, one is before arm. Just wait. To be fair, one is before arm. To be fair, one is before arm. No, it's okay, fine. It's okay. Don't worry. Are you gonna go meet them in the comment section, okay? You don't obstruct the place. I mean, maybe you should go meet them, okay? So, guys, this is the thing here. It is good for us to know where we are. If things are going on very well, we don't need this huge amount of contribution. Berekete is a billionaire. I remember it was from this platform. Somebody called Berekete and said they will sponsor for autopsy. Berekete said, "No, I am a billionaire. I am a billionaire." So why can't Baba team just contact Berekete? Berekete, we want to do private autopsy. Please help us with the fund. I think a billionaire is supposed to be able to give them fund. Which one is this public thing? What is going on, guys? What is going on? I mean, can't you guys, use your brain to understand that something is not right here? If any Baba team, anybody in the midst of all of this that we are right now, come out and be telling you that they want money for contribution for autopsy. Which autopsy? Better let everybody wait for Berekete. As things stands, guys, please, you have to choose either Baba team or Berekete. Berekete say wait for 10 weeks. No autopsy is going to be done. Okay? No, guys, everybody, if you are waiting for Berekete for 10 weeks, say yes. If you are not waiting, say no. If you are waiting for Berekete for 10 weeks, say yes. If you are not waiting, say no. Anyway, guys, let me go get food. Let me go eat. I'm coming back. We'll find out. We'll sort out this thing, okay? We'll sort out this thing because I don't like, people using people and emotions and all these damages in the end of them, and nobody cares. One man will be happy, 100 men will be done crying. Okay, and one man will be jubilating because of how big their pocket has become. So we don't want that. We want to reduce, every possibility of all of this kind of things happening. We want to try to reduce it and not give any potential opportunity for any fraudulent, in this particular case. If anybody wants to help, this is 1 or 2 persons can even pay. Autopsy is $300. Toxicology is $800. This doesn't even need to go viral. It doesn't need to, it's just volunteer. It's just a volunteer thing. Just like private investigators that we are doing here. We want to give our private investigator, it's going to be volunteer. From the moment I even said it, right, 1 or 2 persons even volunteer that I will pay for everything here in this my channel here. Immediately I just said that, guys, we want private investigators to come in. Guys, you support or not? Somebody just said, I will pay for everything. That is private investigator. So why do you have to contribute money? Cheap something. All of these monies are cheap. Okay, is it $300 you want to be contributing as big as all of us are? I don't believe that. Is it $800 all of us want to be contributing when we have one chairman that we just send one big lion? So please, let us get things done. We don't need everybody to come and put in 1 cent.
In January or December, myself and 2 other women, we were ready to pay for that autopsy. Months back. Please.
So if anybody's going to do anything, do it for free. But I think, okay, guys, see, my advice is this, right? Let's wait for Berekete 10 weeks. That is my advice. Aristo, what do you think? I think we should wait.
Even away from that,
let us wait.
You know why I align with you?
When
you deal with the public, public is ready to do as much as they can do, but you must be accountable to them. The question is, we want to do autopsy, fine. The ones that you've done before, what are the status? You want to do DNA? Yes.
I beg, no support to me. Talk. I know they like backing up.
You are on this. Where are you on this? So that when we galvanize all those things, we can even understand the true position. It's like you have a team that wakes up and say, what can we do tomorrow? Oh, autopsy. What can we do today? DNA. What can we do today? That one. We need to know where we are going. I remember here, everybody shouted, leave it for Brekete. Brekete, we Brekete it. So, since everybody has said autopsy, but if they say they want to do another one, fine, all well and good. But how much is 1,000 or let's say $1,005 that you need to call the whole community to come and do? There are people they can reach out to. But they must be accountable. We need to be accountable. Things that the public have donated before, what have they done with the money? Nobody is telling them to bring money back. You know the fiasco that went after when they bailed the suspects. The kind of noise that came after it was because they were not accountable. We just have to be accountable. The public will support you on anything, but you must be accountable. You must give them that sense of ownership and sense of transparency. If you do that, they will take you to anywhere. It's as simple as that. We talk about protest. Who is going to be in the protest? Is it not people that will be there? Is it the Babad team that will be there? No, they will not be there. But it's people that will be there. But what are you giving to those people to show them that each time you say something, if you tell them jump, they will ask you how high. But currently, if the team of Baba tells us jump, we will say to where? That is the question. Because the ones we've jumped in the past, where are we? We are still hanging in the air. We are yet to touch the air. For me, that is my view. Reality.
Please, can I speak now?
Yeah, please go ahead.
Okay, yeah. Aristocrat, I support you for what you said. The one was why I said when Papriano was asking if anybody supports pain or not, I said no, because there's been no sense of accountability. Since people have been contributing money, they just taking money, never tell us how much they've, how much was earned. I mean, in terms of how much money was made. Everything's we've made.
Sorry. I think are you new for Justice for Mohbad?
I'm in Justice for Mohbad.
Are you new?
I'm not against Justice for Mohbad. I'm not justice. I'm pro Justice for Mohbad. I'm just being.
Okay. Do you think Wunmi should do DNA?
Obviously, she has to. She's done.
Wunmi is a suspect?
In my opinion.
Do you think
Wunmi is a suspect in
Mohbad's death?
Based on her actions, I believe she's a suspect.
Okay.
What are the
things Wunmi have done wrong in the case of Justice for Mohbad?
Number one, she's not supporting Justice for Mohbad, and she supports getting pain. I don't have evidence of she paying, but obviously the riffraffs that are supporting her.
All right, go on. I just want to be sure, because I just want anybody to, hijack this opportunity. We are trying to brainstorm and then...
No, I'm not dragging.
And then begin to, the kind of stuff. Anyway, go on. I'm coming. Let me get something.
No. Yeah. No, why I came up is...
it's good.
There's one thing I've noticed. What I noticed in Justice for Mohbad is we've gotten to a stage of groupthink where people are not allowed to think out of the box. We have to align with everything that's been thrown down at us. If you raise any objection, it becomes an anathema to the group. So one of the things I was going to raise, I was happy when you read the stuff about Funsho Williams, and I was going to ask. That's why I came out to ask. What is the prima facie that we are going to raise in this case when Baba's lawyers has gone to the public to say Mohbad was not stabbed? So what more that if we go to court today? How would we convince the judge that Mohbad was murdered? The judge will ask, how was he murdered? Was it by blunt force trauma? Was he stabbed? Was he poisoned? Was he shot? Or was drowned? But we've got a lawyer that's gone to the public to say he was not stabbed. So then how are we going to... So is it now secret? Is it underground again? How Mohbad was killed? They're keeping that underground. So that's the question. It is they're just taking us, pulling us right around and in a circle. But whenever there's a chance to raise money, they come back to the public. We need funds. Come and contribute. And next thing, everything is underground. You don't need to know. We are working underground. What case are we building up when you are going to the public to say he was not stabbed? Then that means there's something fishy going on. That's the question I was going to ask. I don't know whether you Paparano or Aristocrat are aware of what the legal team are claiming Mohbad, the method Mohbad was murdered. Because they've nullified stabbing.
I'm like you too. I'm like you.
So then we will go. It's just like now. I'm sorry to bring Paparano. I do apologize. I beg. I do apologize. I just want to raise this example because last election, not for I wasn't obedient, but the people that were supporting them when they went to court, I knew they were going to fail because the legal team they had, they was just fooling them. They had no claim, they had no evidence, but they were feeding the group with hope that they were going to court and be successful. Where everybody that knew law knew they were going to fail. This is the same thing. The legal team is, yeah.
So as far as that bit of the them saying Baba's body, I remember saying on this platform, I did say and also mentioned, I think everywhere we have spoken, to say that Gurexi was not right to say that there's no cut on the body because he's not a professional expert, being a pathologist to have examined the body. So that has been, dealt with. And I've not seen him come back after death.
No, but it wasn't Gurexi that said it. It was Babas Odumosu that said it.
All of them, they were all wrong. Whether Odumosu, whether it's the son of Nigeria, whether it's the judge, he's not a pathologist. So he cannot...
Okay. Annie, sorry, let me...
So let's just struck it out.
Let me not... let me not... No, I do understand. Let me not... I'm sorry to interject. But if you are working for the defendant now, and you are going to the court, and if your opponent raises this, but you tell him in front of the judge, but you raise this in the public, why are you not coming to the court and telling us, misleading us in the court?
Well,
you understand what they've already shot themselves in the foot.
You know what? They already have their blunders. Let's be honest. Let's be factual and be real to ourselves.
That is why I said the group team is gotten to say that we are afraid to say the truth anymore. Because if you say the truth, people start cursing you.
No, it doesn't matter.
This is where they're going to mislead.
No, you've got to say the truth before. Your truth is truth, and that's it. But the truth is, be told, yes, it's the blunder. And to me, I did address it to say it was wrong. As I said, whether it's your judge, it's the son, because they are not, an authority in that area. So you cannot say. So that's that. But, could anybody play with it and take it anywhere else? Okay, but it's a blunder that has been done. What do we do about it? We can't pick up, the eggs that have been broken on the ground. What do? We just have to move on. I have to be honest with you. Yesterday, I have to give Gurexi some kudos. Yesterday on Westro's platform, he was very apt. I mean, every time he wanted to go and explain things that were not, we just said, no, come back to the question, answer yes or no, or tell us what is happening, So I have to give that. But you see, the problem with this team is there's so many spokespeople. This one brings this version, that one brings this version, this one brings this version. So they're not coordinated. And when you have a place where you're not coordinated, everybody's just bringing their own point of view. There's been so many things that have been said. This one said, that one said, and it's all wrong, But I think now everybody's back to the drawing board. I mean, for me, one thing there, coming to realize that, okay, we have wasted time, we should have done a private autopsy, and now they want to get on with it. I applaud them for that. That's good that they came back to their senses. Now, as far as the funding is concerned, I'm not going to talk about that.
Annie, I'm still a little bit confused, Apart from Gurexi, who are these teams? Apart from Gurexi, because it's always Gurexi that come to speak on TikTok. Who are these
for me, what I know, if you talk about his legal team, I know Odumosu. I don't know any other legal person, but I hear...
No, Gurexi is not legal, is it?
No, are you asking about the whole team?
No, it's not.
The whole team. I'm talking about the team.
Okay, the ones I know. The ones I know. I know Andy. I know Gurexi.
Oh, yes, Andy. Well, Mr. Muiwa is not in Nigeria. I'm talking about the team in Nigeria.
I don't know. Then you have to ask somebody. I only know Gurexi, that's all.
Because really, the team should be formed in Nigeria. Because Andy is not in Nigeria. Mr. Muiwa is not in Nigeria. It's just Gurexi.
Anyway, before I drop off...
Mr. Muiwa...
Sorry. Maybe. They may have other foot soldiers on ground. I don't know. I cannot say.
I've never really heard Mr. Muiwa speak like that, It's always Gurex.
We talk on Westro's platform, at least. It's actually quite...
Yeah, once like that. But then again, it's always Gurex.
TSL,
Baba need more than one person in Nigeria.
I think TSL, I think number one, Baba don't have a legal team. I only know one lawyer. One person cannot be a team.
Yes. No, I'm not talking about the legal team. I'm talking about
the people that claim they have his ears that want to talk for him. I know for sure that Westo is one of them. Arifa is one of them. Gures is there. Andy is there. You know, I don't know whoever that is there, but they did not actually come out as a team.
Arifa is not Baba's team.
Who does he talk for? He's a good defender of Baba now. Any day, anytime.
Well, yes, he's for justice for Mohbad.
I mean, no, I see him as Baba's team.
Baba's team.
Mr. Aristocrat, the only
When I talk, when I'm saying team, I mean people that will take information from Baba and they come here and then feed it to us.
Arifa does the same on his platform. He gets information and disseminate on his platform.
Not as much as, not like Gurex.
Guys, please, can we just let go those hosts, please? Let's address issues. It makes more sense. It's better.
But as in where, if you actually want to get information, you speak to Andy, Gurexi, I think Daddy York, I don't know. I think those three anyways.
No, not Daddy York. Daddy York, because yesterday, I believe somebody was saying he was taking Gurexi's seat. He said, no. He's for justice for Mohbad, but he will try his best and answer some questions. So I really want to know all these things that are surrounding Baba in Nigeria. Not the ones around here.
It's always like a third party. See, the person that talk like from straight up from them.
Exactly. That's the person I want to deal with, the person that...
Therefore, there is no team.
Guys.
There are individuals.
Okay, see, I think about something. I don't know how you guys say it, okay? I think that we still need a private investigation to help us analyze that house. Me, I know agree. I still want to analyze that house from professional. We go check the wall, check everywhere. I believe me, there are some evidence that they will still find there.
Of course, yes.
You guys doubt it? There are still some evidence.
I don't doubt it for a second. There will be evidence in that house if a professional goes there. 100%. Not even one.
This is what we should be talking about now. How can we go about it? How can we force them to do those right thing at the right time?
This is the reason why we are asking who are this team. Because
yes, we need names.
So that we can know who are.
So we can now recommend.
Leave this team, guys. Leave this team, please. Leave this team. Let's already headache, please. Let us do it. Expose whatever that has happened, the incident. Look at some crimes that has happened. Let people understand what is going on. People can listen. They may be here. They're listening. Okay, we don't have to put all the attention on these guys. People can watch. Me, I like the people to judge. Let us keep doing what we are doing. Okay, we are not ending everything right now. People can see for themselves. They understand what is what. So, what I think is this. I think that we can corner the police somewhere. The Baba team should should reference this case of the Fushon Williams case, where call logs was not given, and the judge was expecting it from the state, for the state to bring, such evidence to be able to corroborate or at least attach any of those defendants to the crime, but they didn't have it. Okay, so now how can we connect the police to make them go get it, or private investigators will go that route? Because evidence should be appreciated. Bringing evidence should be welcoming. We cannot eliminate the areas or ways that we can procure evidences. So that is one of the ways to get evidence. I think we should take a fast move. We should make a fast move to see how that particular area can be checked and can be eliminated, and also that house can be well analyzed. If it takes going to the street, going to that street one by one, every house there, just find some things around there that can be useful. Go on.
Papayano, sorry guys. Can I please speak to Andy?
If you mention already, no, is it what?
There is a process on already, a meeting with a PI. So we just have to probably, as you are talking, those who are having the meeting with them, we hear, and they can expedite their discussion so that they can come with a full bar, because they've met once online. I think they need to meet in person again so that they finalize things. Once they finalize about the PI, but definitely no one is throwing out the PI's idea. They are already in process of it. Probably in the next week, we should hear from them. You know, that's all.
So what about the CCTV of the hospitals, the two hospitals? Then with the mortuary they went to, we didn't have the CCTV. If it's covering outside, especially where they said Mohbad was outside the place. So please, they should not forget those places too.
You see, most of what you're talking about are things that has to do with the forensic. And I think it's because of the forensic, really, that we've been talking of engaging the PI. And it will be within their terms of reference, which they can do. So I just hope the people that are having meeting with them are listening, or they have people that can, relate things to them. So they'll be able, just like when the public petition came out, everybody mentioned one or two things that they feel should be there. And at the end of the day, the petition encompasses everything that they want to talk about. So there's going to be the same thing for them to be able to galvanize what we've all been saying, and they pass it to them when they are deliberating with them. I think that is how it's going to be.
Aristocrat.
We give them benefit of the doubt anyways.
Yeah, thank you. But one thing I want to add to what you are saying now is that, one person or someone cannot do it all. We need to have some people's advice. And I don't know if we can know who we can pass the information through to relate it to them, that this evidence are necessary for them to work on, so that they can know what to take the forensic and the private investigators to know what they are going to focus their mission on, so that we can have this result on time. Because
John, just let me help you out. What you said is fantastic. And I think what you need to do is this. The PI thing came up on this platform. Everybody should send their thoughts to Papariano's DM, Papariano 3. I think Papariano will be able to identify the people that are discussing.
Do you think Papariano is ready to do that? So we should.
It was on Papariano's platform that this thing came up.
Papariano's suggestion, John.
So, but Papariano is not involved.
That is why I'm saying that
he's not involved in the discussion.
To know that, it is welcome idea.
Yes.
What about like a channel? Can I bring a suggestion about this?
Sorry, just let me finish.
What about like a channel?
If we have an idea
where we can all write whatever and the budget.
Can solve him, please. Let's Aristocrat finish first, please.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying is this. It was on this Papariano's platform that we juggled the idea and we get it flesh. And some people said they would take it up. And they've been talking with PI and they are in the process of finalizing things. So I believe they will also reach out to Papariano. So if you send your DMs to Papariano and say, just maybe one liner, this is the angle I think they should, check on. Papariano 3 to check on. So Papariano, when we discuss, he will identify those people and he can easily forward it to them. So even him will say, Papariano can call them out. Even him will say, people said this, I forwarded it to you. What are you doing about it? You understand? So that we keep it like that. But I don't think when it comes to PI matter and anything, we don't need to call out the people that are actually in charge. It's a PI thing, it's an investigative field. But I'm just confirming for someone that I inquired about and he told me, we are already in talks with that. So that is as far as I know. If I can easily reach out again and say how far, they are still in talks. So it's good. But if they are not in fact, believe me, I will come back and
let Andy say something. Aristocrat, let Andy say something. I think he's here. So listen if you have questions.
Andy can always raise his hand and talk now.
Yeah, so what Aristocrat is okay, he said it's okay. So everybody is online now and we are listening to it. So anybody that has one thing or the other to say can easily go to Papariano Theory and drop any idea.
No.
What? What again?
You go ahead, Jerry.
What
No.
This is why I'm asking the question.
Let's wait.
I know very well.
We didn't. We have not come to this.
When people are
No. I cannot just give me a response. Park, how the car was parked, if possible to replicate it, to have one car parked there, another car parked there, and make like a video of it. Let us see how it was parked. How was the arena, the place that they have the show, inside the place, how large it is. So some certain things, some people just want to say, okay, I mean the videos and all of these things. I mean, there are so many information. It may not even really be from the PI themselves, okay? It may be from maybe fellow associates who are also interested, or because there will be some people, okay, who just want to be part of this. And even some TikTokers have even been doing this before by themselves. For example, the other time, this guy Arifa came here, okay, he went to where the casket was being sold, and he talked to the guy directly, like, what's going on, what's up? And they showed him this particular casket comes with sawdust. The sawdust you're seeing was not that, so that eliminated already 1/3. So there were so many other caskets there, similarly with sawdust, and some have foam in them. That was just their nature. It was about the price and the different design. So somebody who is trusted went there and confirmed that, unveiled that information. Even the guy himself spoke about it. I mean, the video is on YouTube. The guy who sold the casket to Darosha, he said he knows Darosha, how it happened that night. He explained it plainly. So it is unarguable that the problem here is that the casket was cheap, but the guy did not want anybody to attach anything to him. That's why he came out to speak and he distanced himself. He said he only sold the casket. It was what they asked that he has to give to them. And they priced it to the cheapest, that is 43,000. So that one is taken. So there are not much things to mention because I don't like compounding things and, creating things that are not supposed to be, and so that you don't have more chaos. So we can discuss these things, but one thing for sure that I know is that when the time comes, I will intentionally bring the topic out that, okay, let us list out so many things that we think that we demand an answer from. Somebody will say telecommunication. Somebody will say like the thrill of that house. Why was it banned? Why was it like this? Somebody will mention camera. Somebody will mention so many things. But at the end of the day, believe me, to be limited. You will say that even within 30 minutes, if you want to do it right now, we will not have much thing to say. So let us take it easy. I think that is what I think. If they are ready, the people who want to do the work to bring out more truth from this, we're giving our little piece, okay, and other platform as well, okay. So they will not just focus on one platform. So because I don't just like everything being centered around one place. Let everybody be involved. When everybody is involved, it is a very nice thing. I think so. But if you guys want to continue, I will not take responsibility. I don't want to go down.
I get it. I get you right. And you said it right as well. It has to be carried along with everybody, every platform. Yeah, you are right. It is true. But
you may even go to these other guys. What is this? Bolibi platform, and you will see evidence. So just take a little bit of time, watch them speak, or even watch some few old videos. I mean, get yourself that all they need to do, right, is they have to stay among us. There is no way they'll be investigating this thing without spending some time among the different hosts.
Yes.
Okay, to be well, to get soaked into the case.
Yes, to get into it and know what they
exactly, and the energy and the way people feel about it and all of those things. So they need.
Yeah, but what we are saying here is very simple. It is easy for them to do all those things. But we're supposed to center our focus on one thing, which is where we can use as drop bars. It is not everything there that they can work on. They will only pick those ones that is relevant and important for them to work on. The drop bars is what we are talking about now.
John.
Yeah.
Let us use your boss. Let people send to you too. The place where they will.
If they want to use it, there's no problem about that.
Clap for him. Clap for John. Have a nice day.
No problem. Using my boss is not the problem, but we need to use someone that.
Okay, you see the talk loud. We see the talk again. You don't agree.
No problem.
You don't go.
So let's move on.
Drop up. After you galvanize it, we bring it on the platform.
Anyway,
we now distill
So
everything.
no problem.
Thank you very much.
Let's move forward.
Totally makes sense. Not everybody will even want to go to his DM. He can bring the topic up when he sees that maybe they're around us or something. And everybody that has something to say will say it. Don't let it's not a problem, to be honest. They will take note of the one they think is
In
important.
less than 5 minutes, we'll run everything. Less than 5 minutes.
Yes, they can take the important. They will take the one they think is important. And they
As
will
aristocrat now, when we do that police one that day, you forget. Very quickly, everybody runs short of what to say.
Yes, now. And again,
Yes, like,
Mr. John, if he said
But I
Everybody
gave you points. I gave you points, Papariano.
they might have done 5 and they will cross out the 5 and take the remaining
We're
5.
not reading it.
What
were
you
you?
said makes sense. Don't worry, leave it. Let's throw it up. Even our other people team can be here and can have some good things to say too. But they might not want to come to DM to talk.
Even the shekpe too can.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. They might have something to say. You can't say, but they will not want to go to Papariano's DM to say it out. So let's just leave it. Like,
And I have enemy. Don't forget.
We know
During
that
the
because
Shekpe session.
We need a neutral person. May I have enemy, so they will not
too
come.
much.
we will not
Yeah.
get Mr. John say have any. All of us here have.
John is
But
neutral.
then
John
again,
is
private investigator is not just one person now. It's a group of people. They
Don't
spread
worry.
themselves everywhere.
John does not have enemy yet. Let him start. We know he's not have enemy.
We think so. Who does not have enemy in this life? Everybody has.
Not be this life. We are talking on this matter.
On
Leave
this matter,
life.
I do have, but I normally ignore. I don't pay attention to it.
Don't
because
worry,
that
we have
is
more.
irrelevant to me. You can't answer to
Papariano own, they've sent DSS after him. NIE, SSS, FBI, they chase him. So your own never reach down.
No problem. There's no problem. I did not reject it anyway. It's okay.
Thank you very much.
Am I allowed to ask Andy some few questions, please?
Please ask
Why?
him.
Why? No. Why? Why always Andy? I beg, leave my Andy, I beg. Look on the check. Oh, you guys now go make this guy the fear. Begin pushing it everywhere. I'm not leaving them, make them be now, please.
No,
If
because
Andy want to speak,
Papariano,
just ask everybody. Ask everybody, please. Ask everybody.
This question is not for everybody. It's for
No,
Andy.
I don't want to go there.
All right, me and he will talk. I will
Message
talk
him
to
in
you
his
later.
message him in his inbox. Message him in his inbox.
That's fine.
Don't put him in the spot. Beg.
All right then. Okay. Hope your meat finish.
Good afternoon. Jenu, bye, my friend. Mute our radio.
Good
You
afternoon.
don't give us meat. We will dey fast now.
Andy, good afternoon.
Oh, good morning. Good evening. Now, Chelsea, I can only, if possible, if you want to throw one question, I will be happy, to reply
Thank
to the question. Just one, not two, please.
Thank you, Mr. Andy. It was just one question I have for you. Right. I just wanted to know